Godfather just walked in.
Oh, what, Ron's here?
Godfather just walked in.
Ron, that's it.
Everybody hail up the Godfather too. Everybody stand. Please come to the mic. Say something.
This is history, man. Let me make my speech.
Wait, you know what's crazy about Ron? He always has the perfect words for the perfect situation. So peep this.
Bring it, Ron.
All right, check it out. Black people don't know when they're making history. Today, we are making history.
I feel it.
I'm telling you.
I feel it.
Down the road, we're going to look back at this day as historical. All right? Remember that CKLN was resurrected the same day that Egypt was resurrected. You understand what I mean? This is symbolic. This is Black History Month, is it not? And we all feel good, man, because this is all about our culture. You know what I mean? People don't look at the arts as, you know, respected as a culture, but as Norman Otis Richmond said, man, it's the one thing that everybody else wants. You know, that's what we got. That's what we got to hold on to is our culture. This is hip hop culture, man. And I'm proud of this. I'm proud of what I'm seeing today. And man, I don't know how many people here go back to 1985, and how many people go back to 1985? Hey! I got to thank CKLN for basically making me. You know, a lot of people give me credit for this and that, but without CKLN, without this radio station right here, without this institution, we'd all be a little lost. You know, because Concert Hall and the original hip hop days when I first started doing this radio show, The Fantastic Voyage. We were all like segmented, we're all separated. People didn't understand the unity in the community because we're all in the burbs. The umbrella was created because of the Fantastic Voyage program. That's when everybody realized what we had in common, and we all got together as one hip hop community. You know what I mean? And it's just been not anticipated that it would go from there to here, because right now we're dealing with a multi-billion-dollar industry. They got to take us seriously now if they didn't take us seriously before. Hip-hop is the most political music that exists today, and dance hall kind of thing, yeah, okay, and dance hall. But, you know, when it comes to voices of the oppressed, when it comes to freedom of expression, when it comes to fighting the power, you know what I mean, when it comes to a ghetto point of view, I don't like that word, but you know what I mean, when it comes to the underprivileged having their voice heard, we do it through hip-hop, we do it through the lyrics inside hip-hop. First we kind of get you with the beat. You know, big up all the producers out there. And big up, remember that event that we had one time, that, what was the Battle of the Producers at Opera House? How many people remember that?
Yes. I remember, I was in that, man.
Yo, that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Like 1,100 people inside the Opera House for a Battle of the Producers. Like we're sitting there just watching people play their, what was it, cassette back then?
I mean, Dad, I have my stuff on Dad.
Yeah. It was all good, man. And how many people remember the first time I scratched at Concert Hall?
I want to rock.
B-Boy Destruction.
He was scratching rock. Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't know how to scratch, but I got this rock song by Helix, I think, right? Called I Want to Rock, and it was over the Beastie Boys, and everyone was like looking in awe. It wasn't that I could scratch, because I was a crappy scratcher, but it was the first time people seen scratching, you know what I mean? And I mean, look where it's gone from there. And let me tell you one more thing, man. I want to big up the Beat Factory crew. They used to have their studio in my house, my basement. That's where they made their multi whatever album. And I want to pick up Ivan Berry because I produced 2 tracks on it. Voyage Through the Multiverse and Journey On. A lot of people don't know that. But Ivan Berry, being the businessman, said, Ron, you didn't produce those. Technically, they are remixes, so you don't get producer credit. So I never got my royalties. And I'll tell you a little bit too, okay? I'll tell you a little bit about B-Boy Destruction. KRS-One, he stayed at my house and stuff when they were like so broke, man. Remember Beat Factory brought Ron, could they stay at your house? And KRS-One is a marketing genius. Mission Me just mentioned B-Boy Destruction, which was a record I put out after a youth Clinton Marshall got killed, you know. 6 people chased him and got killed with a baseball bat. That's when we had violence in our community that had to be addressed. It wasn't that I was an artist. I just put out a record. And I remember at the concert hall when I performed that song, man, KRS-One was there, you
I was
know.
standing beside KRS-One,
Is
dude. I
that-
was on
okay.
stage 16, like 18 years old.
Yeah.
Standing beside KRS-One
Bruh.
with Melody, and they were losing it, Ron.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
straight
telling
up.
I'm telling you this right now, man.
There was an opportunity there because KRS-One is a marketing genius. He loves money more than anything else in the whole wide world, man. And when he saw me do that B-boy destruction dance, he's like, yo, Ron, we can market that, man. Yo, we can take that back to New York, man. Yo.